again for another game. Yeah, just game. Everton versus Fulham today. At Craven Cottage. Da 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 da. And just check on the mic. I'm Khan, the Louis Vuitton dam. Got my mom a person. Actually, Louis Vuitton mom. Here we have Fulham's lineup for today. Bernd Leno in goal. You know, as always. And then we have defense. We have Timothy Castagne, Joachim Andersen, Jorge Cuenca, and Ryan Sessegnon. Sanderberger and Alex Iwobi in midfield. And Harry Wilson and Samuel Chukwueze on the wings. Emil Smith Rowe in attacking midfield. And their striker is Raul Jimenez. Oscar Bob is crazy for Fulham, yeah? Here's our lineup. Give some applause for the boys. We have a few changes from the previous match. Jordan Pickford remains in goal as always. All reliable here. And in the defense, the only change is left back Branthwaite is on the bench for today. Vitaly Mikolenko returns to left back after an injury. In the midfield, we have Idrissa Gana Gueye and James Garner, as always, again. And here we have Harrison Armstrong and Iliman Ndiaye on the wings. Grealish is still injured. And Dewsbury Hall in attacking midfield, with our striker being the ever-present and ever-loved Tierno Barry. Beto on the bench, Tyreek George on the bench. Alcaraz on the bench, Branthwaite on the bench, Royal on the bench, Irabunum on the bench, Dibbling on the bench, Pado on the bench. On the shores of the River Thames, on the place where a cottage once stood, is played another match between Everton Football Club and Fulham Football Club, two of the oldest clubs of the region. Fulham founded in 1879, Everton 1878. The oldest Premier League clubs from both cities, Liverpool and London, face off today at a place on the banks of the River Thames where a cottage once stood, but now stands an iconic stadium. And here we have Fulham's annual commemoration day to remember those who have been lost over the previous year. You cannot not clap during this moment because, it's to remember the people that, have lost their lives during the past year. And if you don't clap, then are you even human? Do you even have a sense of empathy? If you don't, then I rightfully tell you to fuck off. We don't need no empathy motherfuckers in this chat, in this room. Ninth and 10th in the Premier League, Fulham and Everton. The whistle is blown. And it is kick-off for today. Kick-off at the Cottage. Everton already on the attack. Fulham successfully defends. And here's the long throw. And get moving, as we don't know the meaning of losing. So come on, get down to Goodison Park. Woo! Everton! We never shone so brightly. Everton! Spirit of the Blues. Na 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 na. Jai, Harrison Armstrong. But it's Leno with the save. Armstrong, lovely, lovely stuff. And here we have a free kick. It's gone for the taking. Saved by Bernd Leno. And the corner. Oh, off the post. Armstrong. That could have gone in. Oh, oh, this could be. Yeah. Yep. Nice defending, yeah. He's not in the dug. Moisey's not in the dugout. He's all the way up there on a balcony. I believe that's the thing. He got booked in it. Oh, oh, that's nice save there. But Fulham still on the attack. Iwobi. But Chukwueze, Sessegnon. Oh, almost a save. And it is Raul Jimenez with the goal. And there it is. Raul Jimenez is declared the goal scorer. And it is now Fulham 1, Everton 0. Oh, God. Could also count as an own goal, but, you know. And it is officially declared as a Mykolenko own goal. And Fulham once again on the attack here. Oh, I thought that was 2-0. I thought that was 2-0. And it's Fulham corner. Yep. Nice. Juggled them balls. And here we have a free kick. Keenan Dewsbury Hall, saved by Leno. Okay, now. Oh, God, that was a thunder cunt. God, that was a thunder cunt. And it's Barry. Barry being chased around there. And a corner. Time to think about it. A little bit far. Oh. Look at that. If that went in, that would have been an actual thunder cunt, but a little too much to the right there. Moisey talking to someone as Coleman with the stare of death watches on. Chukwueze and Misua throw. Oh. Jai. Oh. Not far away indeed. Not quite. Very not quite. Not quite is an understatement there. Yes, we all. Threatening area indeed. And to Ghana. And over to Gay. Dewsbury Hall doing a little spin. Another spin. Dispossessed. But it's Mikolenko. And it's Ghana Gay. And it's Ghana Armstrong. Back to the back line and over to Pickford. And it's James Garner. Yes. Oh. Deuce real. Armstrong, can he catch it? He can. And it's over to Ganagay. Ganagay, saved by Leno. Smith Rowe. Pigford with a nice save. Nice save. Oh! Whew. Damn. Boy! Boy! You're gonna motherfucking dunk. One minute of at a time. And there it is, half-time, Fulham 1, Everton 0. Really disappointing first half. Nothing, actually worth watching. But, it's always been that way, It's always been the way, the old, whatchamacallit, boring first half and then exciting second half. But especially now that Moisey's unavailable, I think it's really gone ahead and really gone exponentially bigger. So, yeah, I'll see you in the second half. Nothing else to talk about. secular world. But what you need to remember, even during these times, is that you are not a burden. Change is possible, and change will come if we all work towards it. That's really the only thing that keeps me going. It's that hope. It's that thinking about change. Change will come. I love how this is aged, you know? A new Glen booster failing to land may outdo Falcon 9 in the spectacular failure category. New Glen did fail to land, but we did not get to see any views of it, so we do not know if it would have been a spectacular failure or not. And then the reply, for it to fail to land in the first test and launch, which does not seem to happen in any observable future. Brother man. Brother man, brother man. Pause. They finally launched. Fucking hell, back to this again. Back to this painful shit again. We are Everton Football Club. Back to this old mess again. We are Everton Football Club. We are the masters in feeling pain. But we survive cause we just carry on. We're the toughies. We the toughies. We're the toughies. Like a bag of sweets. Okay, now welcome back, boys. My people. Welcome back. I don't know if got picked up in the mic or not, but you know. Of course, it's London calling. Of course, it's London calling. And here we have it. And here we have the kickoff of the second half. Yes, we are keen. Once again, good opportunities here and there. Right. And the race has been successful. There's a little bit there. O'Brien readily improved. Corner. I thought that went in, but we move. Your vast majority of the ball indeed. 72-28. Nicely done. Barry stepped on by 2 men. Look at that. Njai. Look at that. Njai with the ball. Everyone up there. And it's Gay. Back to Gay. And it's an opening. Yes. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh. Oh. Okay, Dewsbury Hall. And it's cleared away. Yeah, very congested is an understatement. That was a cluster. A cluster of humans. You know, you could have put them all in a meat grinder and it would come out a whole chunk. Put that yoke. Jai going there. A lot of attacking prowess. And that is a yellow card. A yellow card for Vitaly Mykolenko. Mykolenko looks a very much shaky here. And there it is. And it does seem like Tyreek George will make his debut today. Tyreek George will make his debut as an Everton player today. And Beto is also coming on, which means that Tieno Barry is probably going to come off. This is how you concede a goal. Like, this is how you concede a goal. This was the exact same thing that happened with us in the first half when we conceded that goal in it. This is how you concede a goal. And it's a booking for Cuenca. Let's look at this from another angle. The hell is that? The hell is that? This is targeted racism. You bastard. You bastard. You know, just because the man looks like Jay-Z doesn't mean you have to target him. And it's James Garner with the free kick. Leno doesn't catch. And Cuenca is down flat on the ground. Almost did. What is this? Oh yeah. I was concerned for a second because all I was hearing was man. I thought this was some kind of like fuck-ass tinnitus, you know? And there we have the substitutions. The substitutions. Barry and Armstrong substituted for Beto and Tyreek George, everyone. Tyreek George. Evil Saka making his debut for the club. Evil Saka in the squad. Cuenca still receiving medical attention in the 6-yard box. And Fulham, with this, might just need a substitution here. They've not used any substitution cards currently. Calvin Bassey seems to be the most probable choice for Marco Silva. Seems to be a blow to the head for Cuenca. Boos all over the ground. And Calvin Bassey is readying. And there it is, a kick from Bernd Leno. And that's going to be added in directly, I believe. So we should expect at least 4 minutes of added time. Damn! Massive boos coming there. And it's Idrissa Gueye. Ghana Gueye there. And there it is. Fulham also performing a substitution here. And here we have it. Advancing, yes! Dewsbury Hall! Dewsbury Hall! He's done it! He's done it! And it is Kiernan Dewsbury Hall scoring the goal, the equaliser. Look at that goal moment, cut back with Dewsbury Hall fooling the goalkeeper. He's a fool. Fooling him. Mikolenko, KDH with the goal. Look at that beauty. 1-1. 1-1 here at the Cottage now. If we score another goal here, that will be us going up to 7th. One here on the Cottage. Boomazi. And here's a corner for Fulham. And it's Ghana. And look at that run up. Little run up there. Beto. Beto, can he catch it? And it's Beto. Saved. And it's Tyreek George with it. George. George! Oh! Almost. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff there, Sign of the future, Tyreek George. Da, 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 da. So get your coat on and get moving. And another dual substitution for Fulham. Emil Smith-Rowe and Castagna substituted for Oscar Bob and Kenny Tete. The person that, the man that we tried to buy for a long time there. And here's Keane and Dewsbury Hall ready to take the corner. And it's in! It is in! And it's in! It is a goal! It is a goal! Another goal! The goal scorer is currently undecided. 2-1 to Everton. 2-1 to Everton, I declare. And look at that. It is O'Brien. It seems to be O'Brien. It is a comeback. It is Fulham 1, Everton 2. And it could also be another own goal. Fotnob still has to be decided as the goal scorer. But it's either O'Brien or a Bernd Leno own goal. It could be a Bernd Leno own goal. The decision is A decision is ongoing. And here we have a foul decision to make. This could make or break the goal. And this has to stand. The goal has to stand no matter what. And it is a Bernd Leno own goal, according to FODMOB. And it stands. Everton lead. Everton lead. It is a Leno own goal. 2 own goals. 1 for either side. 2 own goals. 1 for either side. You know, taking the lead for either side. Within the span of just 10 minutes, we have now scored 2 goals. We have gone from 1-0 to 1-2. And it is Jared Branthwaite coming on for the final minutes of the game, replacing Vitaly Mykolenko. Last 5 minutes of the 90 it is, and I've been running faster. I could have been a goal for Fulham, but nice defending. But here's another one over the bar. 4 minutes remaining of regular time. There's probably going to be a lot of added time here because of the injury to who was his name? Who was his name? Cuenca. And it's Ghana. Back up again. 420 views. Nice. We're now down to the final 2 minutes of the game. Final 2 minutes remaining of regular time here. O'Brien. It was a nasty challenge. And it's a yellow card for O'Brien. It does seem like a yellow card for O'Brien. It is a yellow card for O'Brien. Unless they can conjure something from here, the situation will not change. Just checking. The situation will not change unless Fulham will conjure something. And it is now just 1 minute remaining of regular time. Fulham ready to take the free kick. And it is the free kick too long. Not the biggest man in the world. Not the biggest man in the world is actually crazy, considering that I genuinely do believe Idrissa Gana Gueye is the shortest player in our squad. And it is the final seconds of regular time here. 10 seconds remaining. And soon will the situation, and soon we will learn of how many minutes are added in. And I'm guessing it is probably going to be a long time considering the injury to Cuenca. And it is 7 minutes of added time. 7 minutes. Hold on, boys. Hold on, lads. Hold on or score. But already, Fulham with an opportunity. We clear it out. Tarkowski with a screamer, literally. Seven minutes of out of time. There's 7 minutes of terror, as they say in the aerospace world. They say 7 minutes of terror, describing the 7 minutes of blackout that a spacecraft headed to Mars' surface experiences during re-entry, but it is now the 7 minutes of terror for us, as we have to hold on to our lead for the next 6 minutes. We did score a late equaliser against Brighton last week. A King Beto goal there on his birthday, but Fulham might just do the same against us with the situation at hand. Let's hope that that does not happen, but currently Fulham have possession of the ball and it has gone wide. Five minutes left of the game. David Moyes, he's still concerned because there's still plenty of time remaining for Fulham to stage an equaliser or even a comeback. 5 minutes still remaining of the game. And it's Jordan Pickford to take the kick. Dewsbury Hall responds to the call. And he's on hold. While Fulham are on the roll. At this point, I need like a fucking banner across me head saying, "This is MF Doom." But Oscar Bob, Man City Academy graduate, I believe, and actually played a fair few games for Man City as well. He's now a Fulham player, making his debut for the club this match. You know, the second player making his debut today, along with our Tyreek George, aka Evil Saka. And it's now 3 minutes remaining, almost. 3 minutes of terror more. 3 minutes of more terror. And the Ravens gonna call nevermore if we concede one more. Yes, it is now 3 minutes remaining. 42. It's a substitution. It's not the meaning of life, boys. It is a substitution. A late substitution entry for 2 players once again. Oh, it's just a lone substitution. Dewsbury Hall, I can't prove if he's fed up or if he's just tired, but there it is. Seems to be walking straight down the tunnel. Don't know why. And it is now 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes of the game remaining. Fulham on the attack currently. Iliman Ndiaye takes the ball off him. As now 1.5 minutes remaining. It is squeaky bum time, as they say. Branthwaite with quick defense. Idrissa Gana Gueye keeps it in barely, but that is out by a mile. And it is now the final minute. Fulham once again on the attack on the final minute. They could pull off a reverse. They could pull off a Brighton on us. They could pull off a reverse Brighton on us. It is very scary. Squeaky bum time indeed. Suspect clearance there. With Fulham still with the ball. And horribly off. And Pickford gets a yellow card, but we do not care, for it is only 10 seconds remaining of the game. It is a win for us, guaranteed, if we don't mess this up severely. All the time has now passed. All the time has now passed. This will probably be the last kick of the game. Yeah, the next whistle might be the full-time whistle here. Fulham once again on the run. And it is! It is the full-time whistle. David Moyes. David Moyes with a jubilant smile on his face as full-time is declared. Everton 2, Fulham 1. The first league double over Fulham in 12 years. Beautiful scenes over here at Craven Cottage. Lovely jubbly stuff here. As you can see, 2 goals within the span of 7 minutes. Keeps the Cottagers at bay. As Pickford pulls off a man of the match performance 7.9 along with Garner. Dewsbury Hall the goal scorer. Dewsbury Hall the goal scorer at a 7.8 rating along with O'Brien. Armstrong and Keane both also with over 7 ratings as well. The best men in the Fulham squad, Smith Rowe and Iwobi. Leno with an absolute stinker here, 5.8 including an own goal. Mikolenko basically stat padding everything. An assist, an own goal, a yellow card and a substitution. an own goal and an assist, making up for the absolute stinker of an own goal he conceded in, early on into the game. Now this image is no longer this image is no longer needed, thankfully, so that's something. So yeah, we have won, lads. We have won. This is a win. This is a W. In a battle of Harambol versus Harambol, Harambol is winning out 3-0 to Arsenal currently. It is 3-1 to Chelsea here. At the Molineux, it is 2-0 West Ham against Burnley in a relegation scrap. El Shitico, as they say. Wolves still on 8 points. However, they are still on track to gain 13 points from their remaining games, which will be well enough to surpass Derby's to, not be a record breaker. It's all square. 1-1. Bournemouth against Aston Villa. And it is also probably going to be a Chelsea win here at the Molineux. So yeah, we have won. Yeah, we have won. Absolutely glorious, absolute stinker of a performance in the first half, but then we also have an absolutely glorious performance in the second half. Comeback initiated, remontada successful, and it's all fun and games at Craven Cottage. Now we move up to 7th, 2 points behind the Red Shites, and well into European contention. Our next game is against Bournemouth on the 11th of February. Our next game is against Bournemouth in the evening of the 10th of February. Midweek fixtures once again coming here. And round 31 games being played very early on. Thursday, 19th of February, round 31 game. So yeah, next game is a midweek game against Bournemouth at Hill Dickinson Stadium. It is going to be a very, very nice, a very, contested game. But one thing is that, it's the referee is Andrew Madley, so the referee is Andy Madley. Is the same cunt that gave, that penalty against who gave that penalty for Man United in that 2-2 game. So yeah, Andy Madley, he's the one that didn't give the penalty, the very obvious penalty against Manchester United. Massive performances from all of the squad. And here we have the updates. Look at the lineup. Barry, Tarkovsky and Mikolenko are genuinely the only ones that don't have a 7+ rating. Pickford with an 8.4 here. Alan Irvine, the coach here, interim. Because Moisey is suspended. And so yeah, what a nice match. Disastrous first half, glorious second half, leads to a comeback win against Fulham. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, next match, midweek game against Bournemouth at Hill Dickinson Stadium, and I hope you enjoyed this game, especially the remontada we managed to pull off. And my people, hola Ovito, and my people, it is now time to end the stream. So yeah, have a great rest of your day, people, my people, and it is goodbye from me.